Boom! What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those that still do not know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated online premium educational platform that's available to the retail trader today. We've got one simple goal. That's to help you to learn, trade, and profit. Results matter. Your success, your results, your P&L. It matters here at True Trading. We are not just empty words and broken promises. We got one simple goal: help you guys learn, trade, and profit. If you are new, make sure you like and share this video. More importantly, subscribe to the channel. Guys, 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here with myself, other professional traders from True Trading Group, and special guests. We'll drop golden nuggets and provide you with free lessons, education that can help you guys become better traders and investors immediately. But why should you listen to anything that I cover on these live streams? I didn't figure this stuff out on my own, folks. Started my career working for a fund in New York City. My first job right out of college. That is where I learned how to trade. I was taught by other professional traders the proper way to trade. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Okay, it's also not gambling. Okay, it is a skill that needs to be learned like any other, especially since this is a skill that you guys could potentially use to help reach financial goals that you guys never thought were originally possible. This live stream is going to start off as follows, folks. We're going to do a 20-minute Q&A session. We're going to bring on my partner, Adam, my business partner and co-founder of the TTG fam. And then I will be going over with you guys for about 15 minutes. We'll do a little sales intermission. We'll talk to you about how you can join the TTG platform, because we do have some discounts and incentives for those that are joining, but those offers are only good up until midnight here this evening, and then the price is going to go up. So I will share that information with you. And then after we're done with that 15-minute little sales intermission, I'm going to be talking about everything affecting the overall markets today. Nice trade today. Made some really good money on Roblox. Roblox, a trade of the day for me today. That's where I made my money. Lesson there on proper stop loss placement. Okay, proper stop loss placement is what we are going to be discussing on that Roblox trade. Congrats to my TG fan that caught that trade there with me. And then we're going to talk about overall markets. We're talking inflation, the Fed, Russia, Ukraine. Which way is the market going to tip? Are we going to go headed back down towards those January lows, or are we going to pop our heads back up over that 200-day moving average? I'll tell you guys exactly what I think. And at the end of the live stream, I'll show you the TTG platform. I'll show you the tools, the resources. Yes, I say platform specifically because we are not just a chat with courses. Don't confuse us as such. The TTG platform was designed to level the playing field for the retail trader, folks. And that means we have different courses, tools, and resources that professional traders use. You have access now to the same stuff so that you could make better informed decisions. I'll show you what all of that looks like later on in this live stream. But first, the Q&A. Guys, go ahead, start typing your questions in chat. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. There's no such thing as a stupid question or a silly question. Fire away, guys. Start typing your questions in chat right now, and let's go ahead and begin that Q&A.
Heyo!
There it is.
Hey, man.
Happy Love Day.
Happy Love Day.
Happy Love Day. Happy hearts.
You want to hear a disturbing factoid?
What, that like Hallmark cards are $13?
No. 38% of our members said they would swipe right on Jerome Powell.
Swipe right means you're accepting or declining? Swipe right means you're accepting.
Why are you playing stupid?
I don't have a Tinder, bro.
Oh, bro, you knew what it was?
Yeah, I know that the swipe and everything, but I've never.
All right, Mikey. Yes.
So swipe right means they would accept Jerome Powell.
Yeah. If one did not know this such a thing before, you know.
38% of our members. Hey, listen. Some people would rather get inside information for SPY puts than worry about their standards. What do I mean to tell you?
I mean, that's not entirely fair. The guy's got a car, a good job. He's stable.
Hey, yeah, Jerome Powell.
I mean, his stats would be a bit inflated. All right. Everyone asking about the code word is going to get muted on this stream.
Seriously.
So the next person that asks about a code word will be muted on this live stream and removed from the giveaway. Just putting that out there. All right, let's get into some questions.
I love questions.
So I did something today in chat. I was paying attention to some of the members that asked some pretty decent questions in chat that maybe didn't get their their questions answered in chat, right?
Uh-huh.
One of them, this is actually from Sunshine, who's one of our members. All right, Scuba Steve.
Bye, Scuba.
No. Joe, just delete his comment. Oh, you already, yeah, bring him back. He can come back.
What?
He's a good friend and he's messing with me.
Oh.
And I miss him. So I'm glad that he's on the stream. I don't want to discourage him. He's back. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yo.
So why are financials not running higher with larger than expected interest rate hikes coming sooner than expected?
You know, so what we have going on right now with these financials have been a lot weaker over the last couple of days, and I just think it's kind of just been an issue here with Russia Ukraine kind of weakened things a little bit in financials. Even though you're getting interest rates rising, everyone's expecting interest rates to rise. It really seems like if you go back, if we go back to a 3-minute chart, right? And if we just go back to Friday's action when the news really kind of broke about Russia, Ukraine, which was right in here. That's when the overall market started to sell off, but that's also when a lot of your bank stocks started to sell off. Is there really any type of correlation between bank stocks and if there's like a global conflict? I don't really think so. I just think that, some of these financials have recently made some pretty big moves. After you've had with rising rates, like you take a look at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo's up from $48 all the way up to 60. It pulled back to 57. Like Bank of America, okay, is one that went from 43 up to 50. It's pulled back to 47. Morgan Stanley went all the way up to some new 52-week highs, all-time highs, actually up to 110. And now it's pulled back to kind of 103. So the real weak ones of the bunch, the ones that have underperformed actually has been JP Morgan because of their expense issues with their costs from their last earnings announcement. And then Goldman Sachs. But the others, your other financials have actually performed pretty well and have all basically moved higher for the last 2 weeks. You've gotten a 3-day pullback after a 2-week move to the upside. So I just think it, was a reaction to kind of Russia, Ukraine, but I don't think it's something that is going to be a sustained problem. I still believe that throughout the course of the year of 2022, I still think financials do well. I like energy and I like financials as two of my top sectors for the year. Energy being my top pick, but I also do like financials.
Next question. So, what was the end result with the emergency Fed meeting today? That big overhyped.
No
Got it. So it's too. So we don't know if it was overhyped or not because there was nothing that was said about it.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying to everybody last week, that this is not like an announcement meeting like you get with your regularly scheduled meetings. This is not something that, they're going to meet, they're going to make an announcement. That's not what this was.
Why do you feel it's so overhyped on social media?
Because a lot of people don't know what's going on. A lot of people don't actually know the way that the world actually works, and this is not an announcement meeting. This is not an announcement of policy or a rate decision type of meeting. I said that this could be, because everybody asked me this question on Friday. I was like, yeah, it could be a catalyst if the Fed does something, or it could not. And I told you that Friday when we got that publication at 3:00 where the Fed said that we're going to buy $20 billion worth of assets up to March 14th. That made me feel like you're not going to get a rate hike before the March meeting, because I just didn't think that the Fed would raise rates while they're still buying $20 billion of assets if they're going to finish with their asset purchase program March 14th and then raise rates March 16th, that just made a lot more sense to me. I didn't think that, I just didn't think that you would get an emergency rate hike today. If Friday they were like, we're stopping asset purchasing as of market close today, meaning like come Monday, we're no longer buying assets. If they said that on Friday, then the likelihood of a hike possibly today in their closed door meeting would be on the table. And I think would have been more likely. But I told you guys this on Friday when we were doing my live stream that once I got that information at 3:00, and Matt was with us as well, Matt Kors was on our live over the weekend. And we talked about this yesterday. We talked about this Friday on our live streams. And I just didn't think that it was likely, not that it's impossible to get something from today, but it was unlikely once I knew that they were going to continue their asset purchasing into March.
Mike, check your messages real quick. Let me know if that's something you want me to put up.
Yeah, sure. It's fine. I'll talk about it.
All right. What do you think of technicals in the market?
So Genesis, what I'm assuming that what your question is referring to when you say, hey, what do you think of technicals in the market? I am assuming that you're asking me, like, what do I think about technical analysis and does technical analysis and chart patterns, does it matter? And my answer is absolutely, undoubtedly, 1,000,000% yes, technicals matter.
And if that's not what you meant, sound off in chat so we can address the question correctly.
Yeah, if that's not what you're referring to with this question, then clarify. But this is what I assume you're meaning. So you do have some hedge fund managers, portfolio managers, traders, some that trade 100% off technicals. You have some that trade 100% off of fundamentals. I think that the perfect marriage is going to be both. And I'll teach you in True Trading Group how to use fundamental analysis to come up with the trade idea of or the trade sentiment rather, like, hey, are you bullish or bearish? Do you think a stock or the market is going to go up or down? You've got to make that decision first. And that decision will usually be the argument for that. And the decision of you think the market's going up or down will typically be based on more macro type of views and fundamental catalysts that can move markets or move an individual stock. And then you'll use your technical analysis, chart patterns, technical indicators, overall setup to identify good entry points, whether you're buying or you're shorting or you're buying calls or puts, whatever. You'll use your technicals to look for bullish setups that join a bullish sentiment from the fundamental standpoint. What I hate doing, and I think that it's one of the biggest mistakes that inexperienced traders make, is that they will ignore one of those two, where you'll have a very, very bearish looking chart, but they have a bullish sentiment on the stock and they buy it. Stock goes down. They get scared. They sell it. And then their timing was off. And then later on the stock moves higher, or vice versa, where they think that there's a good looking chart set up. They buy the stock, but overall market sentiment is very bearish for that particular stock or the overall market, and the stocks go down anyway. So I will teach you guys how to use both of those, fundamental and technical, to come up with trade ideas and trade setups where those two things align, where the technicals and the fundamentals align. And that is when you're going to get yourself your best quality setups.
This is from Dom. Hi, Mike and Adam. What activities outside of trading do you practice your discipline muscle?
Golf. I mean, golf. I don't know. My discipline muscle. I mean, listen, I guess you've got
going into a Ferrari dealership and not being allowed to buy anything. I looked at puppies on my birthday. My wife did not allow me to do it. Edging.
Come on, man.
All right. It's Valentine's Day.
This is what happens.
All right, next. Yep. Here we go. Mike, once you work with charts for a period of time, is there an element of seeing better setups right away? Sometimes seconds make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me any chart. I'll give you the whole setup, every support and resistance level, chart pattern, chart setup within 5 seconds. That's because I've looked at literally millions of charts throughout my life. I'm going to see a setup and be able to analyze a setup exponentially faster than someone that just started trading, 5 weeks ago. But that should be the case. I've been doing this for 17 years. I would fully expect that if you show me an X-ray, it's going to take me probably 3 hours to find the fracture versus a trained doctor will see the fracture in 5 seconds. It's like when you look at a million X-rays, you can see the fracture a hell of a lot quicker than the untrained eye. Same thing with trading. You may not see the head and shoulders because your eyes are untrained. My eyes are just trained to identify the setups when I'm looking at a chart. So with experience, you will be able to identify those setups like the blink of an eye. Like any chart you can ask me, we'll pull it up, and I'll give you guys the support, resistance, the chart pattern, if I'm bullish, bearish, within seconds. But that's got to doing it for that long.
Mm-hmm. Here's a good one, Mike, and you've answered this several times before, but it's still a really good question because it's relevant literally every single day, right? How do you move forward if you had a bad trading day?
You move forward after a bad trading day, knowing that tomorrow you get to start fresh. Tomorrow's a brand new day with brand new setups and brand new trade opportunities. Do not lump. You have to understand something, guys, that, think about it. I'll make a baseball reference. Okay. I'll make a baseball reference for my sports fans out there. If I get up to the plate, right, and my very first at bat, I know that I'm going to at least get 4 at bats in a game. You're going to at least get 4 at bats in a game. Okay. If I get up there, my very first at bat, and the very first pitch, I swing and I miss, and that's strike 1, right? Now imagine if I swing and I miss at the first pitch, and now I'm all pissed off. I'm upset. I sulk, I step out of the box. I'm all pissed off. I'm really angry. I feel like I got to get back at this pitcher. He made me just swing and miss. This is, I get all upset and flustered. It's 1 pitch. It's the first inning. I'm still at bat. It's 1 pitch. So that 1 pitch and even that 1 at bat is really meaningless in the grand scheme of the entire baseball game. Our goal is to win at the end of the game. And then for all intents and purposes, that 1 game is meaningless when you stretch it out over the span of an entire season. Trading is going to be, you should always look at the longer term view, like what your P&L is going to look like at the end of the month. Your P&L today on this 1 day, for all intents and purposes, means nothing. It's 1 day in a long range of, I think you should look at it from no shorter than a month. No shorter than 1 month is really what you should be looking at your P&L on a monthly basis. And just because you had a red day today, tomorrow's a brand new day with brand new trade setups and brand new opportunities. You're going to have red days. You're going to have green days, obviously. But I think that that's really one of the things that you really have to focus on. And I would suggest using our trading journal. This trading journal is going to track all of your trading, give you statistics and data on your trading so that you'll be able to identify some of the mistakes that you're making so we can make some adjustments.
All right. All play 25. When someone buys your course and all the access, how long is it good for?
Good for the entire year, brother. Good for the entire year. It's good for as long as your membership is active. All right. It is good for your entire year. We do not give you like limited time access to the tools and to the courses. The courses are available.
12 months from the start of 12 months from the day that you sign up is how long it's good for.
So when you become a member, the courses are available to you 24/7, 365. The courses and everything go with your own pace, your own schedule. no matter how much time you have, don't have, it all goes at your own pace. And the tools and resources are always available to you as well. We're not like, oh, you get access to the simulator for 90 days, and then you got to pay for it if you want to keep using it. All the tools and resources you have access to for the full length of your membership, which is 12 months.
Mike, can you explain the difference between CPI and the PPI and when it comes to market reactions?
The market will react, can react similarly to either number. The CPI number stands for Consumer Price Index, PPI Producer Price Index. CPI is going to tell you the increase in prices that consumers have to pay for goods. The PPI is going to tell you the increase in costs of producers, the materials that they need to buy to make stuff. So like the companies that make these water bottles, right? Okay, how much have their costs gone up? So if they used to be able to produce this for $2, now it costs them $3.25, just an increase in the cost of the materials. That'll be the PPI. CPI would be how much can you buy this for on Amazon? Well, maybe it used to be $20 and now it's $28. That would be an example of CPI. Just giving you like an example, okay? CPI numbers are going to be like housing, energy, like oil, natural gas, cars, food. That's CPI. Those are things that consumers buy. PPI is the cost of things that companies produce. Consumer price index, producer price index, CPI, PPI. The markets could react either violently or not at all to either number. It's usually PPI is a better indication of like real inflation. A lot of people lean on PPI, but both give you inflationary numbers and inflationary data. Like obviously if one number is way above the expectation and the other one's not as above the expectation, the market might react heavier to the one that's more above the expectation than analysts thought than the other. You can have a situation where 1 month CPI could move the markets more than PPI, and the next month PPI can move it more than CPI. One's not really necessarily more important than the other, but generally speaking, a PPI number is a more reliable indication of inflation.
All righty. This is a lot of info that Badass Bella is asking, but let's hear, let's see what we can help with. Help. There's 2 exclamation points. I'm totally confused. How do I figure out how many options contracts I can buy based on my purchase amount, my stop loss, the delta, and my $100 risk?
Okay. So a good thing for you to consider, okay, depending on whether you're day trading or swing trading, that's going to have an effect on this. But if you're doing $100 risk, I'm going to assume that you're day trading. It'll be a lot harder to swing trade the option with only $100 risk. So let's assume that you're day trading. If you look at your delta, okay, and now you're never going to be exact. There's 2 different ways you can set stop losses based on when you're trading options. One can just be based on the option contract itself. The other could be based on the price of the underlying stock itself. There's pros and cons of each. Pro of using the individual or using the actual option contract is you can identify or you control your risk right down to the dollar. But depending on the time decay, you may actually get stopped out of a trade because your timing is off, not because the direction was wrong. All right. The other way is to set your stop losses based on the price of the underlying stock, which is what I like to do, which tells me I won't be able to control the risk to the dollar, but as long as the chart of the underlying stock is still intact and that pattern and the setup is still intact, I'm still in the trade. Now, using your delta can really kind of help you kind of get an idea, a general idea of of how much the option contract's going to move based on a $1 move in the underlying. So if you have a delta of an option that's, let's say, 30, okay, that means that if the underlying stock moves $1, that option's going to move about 30 cents. Now, that can give you a good gauge from a day trade perspective as a minimum stop loss. If you buy an option at $3 and let's say the stock itself is your stop loss is $1 away and there is a delta of, let's say, 35. So if you buy the option at $3, you got a delta of 35 and your stop loss is $1 away in the underlying stock itself, you can assume that at bare minimum, that option contract's going to go from $3 down to $2.65. So 35 cents. But that's not factoring any time decay at all whatsoever, which for those of you that know options, you always have time decay. If you don't know options, and if this sounds confusing to you, or if this sounds like a foreign language, don't worry about it. You will learn everything there is to learn about trading options. As a member of True Trading Group, we have moderators that specialize in options, that have decades of options experience. We have options courses, both for beginners and also for advanced. There's workshops, there's webinars, all about options. So you guys will understand and learn how to trade options like the back of your hand once you guys become members of True Trading Group and go through all the curriculum and the training and the education that we have. So I'll kind of preface things with that. But whatever that delta is going to give you. So let's say you're going to say 265, now you're just giving yourself an approximate area of where that contract is going to be trading if the stock gets to your stop loss area, and you factor in a little bit more extra for that time decay. So instead of 265, assume you're stopping out around 260, 255, considering the time decay. And that can help you kind of get a gauge for, okay, if I'm buying at $3, if I get stopped out if I get stopped out, we're going to be down around that 255, 260 area. And that can help you get a better feel for like, okay, I need to buy one contract or two contracts in order for you to determine, whatever your risk is. So like you said, if you're risking here, I'll just do the math. If you're risking, $100, if you did 3 minus 255. All right. So you're looking at 250, that's 45 cents, right? So you're looking at 222. Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. That's how I would recommend that you do it. So you do 3 times one contract is going to give you $300 if you bought one contract. So you have to multiply it by 100. So one contract at $3 would be you putting $300 into that trade. And that's how you'll be able to determine, okay, if I got $300 into $3, I get stopped out at 255. Well, if you have 2 contracts, that's $600. You get stopped out at 255, and that's how you'll be able to control your risk as you increase your position size. I hope that helps. Badass Bella.
Badass Bella, did that help you? All right, hopefully. Let's see. Here we go. This one is from P Daddy. What's the difference between chart patterns on a 15-minute, 5-minute, and 3-minute chart, which serves as better confirmation? Is one better for day trading versus swing trading?
Neither's better or worse. Okay, I teach people in True Trading Group to use multiple time frames when you guys are going through your trading, because you may not see a particular chart setup on a 3-minute, but maybe you see it on a 5-minute. Or maybe
why is that?
It's all about just the way that your eyes are visually looking at things. In a 3-minute or in a 1-minute, there's so many candles and so many tails that it sometimes becomes a little bit too noisy for people to really be able to see the chart. The bigger the time frame, the more muted the price action. So the easier it'll be for some people with an untrained eye to see a particular formation or a pattern within price action. So I don't think the 3-minute is more important than the 5-minute. I don't think the 15-minute is more important than the 3 or the 1 hour. I use all of them. I actually use a 4 time frame breakdown throughout the trading day, and you can do 6 different time frames. You can do as many time frames as you really want with the charting software that you guys get as a member of True Trading Group. This, what you see on my screen here, this is TradingView's premium charting software. You guys can set multiple time frames, and you can do a 3-minute, a 5-minute, 15-minute, an hourly, a daily, all within the same chart window. to help you guys see chart patterns better. You know, just like I said to you before, you want to find situations where the fundamentals and the technicals coincide, like bullish and bullish. You want to find chart setups and opportunities where the 3-minute, the 5-minute, the 15-minute, you see that same pattern in all of those different time frames.
So I got a good question, and don't get snippy with this next person. She's good people. It's a good question. Deal?
Deal.
Susan Barrett says, so Mike is a great trader, but he has another financial advisor for his quote long-term portfolio. Just wondering why. Been thinking about this for weeks.
I can't do everything. It would be physically impossible. My long-term portfolio consists of about 200 different stocks. It would be physically impossible for me to manage 200 different positions and actively trade at the same time.
But not even just actively trade, but think about what you do on a daily basis as far as, look, guys, it is not easy to do what he does and what the other mods do in chat, because what Mike does and what makes True Trading Group a little bit different than a lot of other groups is that they're not just alerting their trades with no warning and nothing being talked about and anything else. They have to identify the trade. Then they come on the mic and they talk to you about it before they get in. Then they alert it when they get in. Then they're talking to you about it the whole time. So they're, the entire time you are being taken into consideration.
Answering questions, doing one-on-ones every day. Every single day. So yeah, it's just not feasible for me to do all of that at the same time. I have multiple portfolios in my long term. Most of my money is with JP Morgan Wealth Management. I also have some money with Fidelity. With JP Morgan, though, there's one of my portfolios that I have with JP Morgan, and I have several. One of them is 100% my control. Okay, but that's a portion of the money that I have with them. The rest of it is controlled through their wealth management department, and it's tied in with different active fund managers, and they use my money and they move it around, and they're pretty active with it. And I just trust JP Morgan's wealth management, and advisory services to make good decisions, and they have. But I have frequent discussions with my wealth manager there. We're on a first name basis. We text each other. I can text him directly to his cell phone and ask him something, or he texts me, he calls me all the time, and we talk. But it's just not feasible for me to control my entire portfolio and still be able to do all the things that I do on a daily basis.
All right. Here's a really good question from Annie Rocks. At what point do you take a loss no matter how you feel about the company? That's a good question.
It's a good question. I wish that they were a little bit more specific because the answer is different if this was a active trade or if this is a long-term investment. So I'll just briefly touch upon both. If it's an active trade, you get out when your stop loss is reached. Very plain and simple. If it's an active trade, you need to always have a very specific game plan in mind when it is an active trade. You should know the answer to at least 4 things if it's an active trade. You should know where's your stop loss, where's your first take profit, where's your second take profit, where's your third take profit. If you do not know the answer to those 4 things, you should not ever enter an active trade. The problem that happens with a lot of people, they look at a stock or they read about a stock on Reddit or some other social media platform, and they just say, oh, it's going to the moon. So those people, they buy the stock with no game plan whatsoever. The stock starts to move higher, and they go, oh, this is really good. The stock's moving higher. Then it goes higher again. They go, wow, this is going to go to the moon.
Annie Rock said not on day trades, long term.
Okay, so let me just finish this thought then for those people that were maybe curious about this question. Then I'll talk about long term. What is the moon? I actually had the conversation with one of my members today in a one-on-one. And someone said, oh, the stock's going to the moon. What's the moon? So if you buy a stock at 10 and it goes to 20, that's a 100% gain. Is that the moon? What about 30? That's a 200% gain. Is that the moon? What's the moon? Is the moon 50? Is the moon 100? Is the moon 100,000? What's the moon? Nobody ever has an answer to that question. And that is why everybody is caught holding the bag, because the stock goes up. They say, "Ooh, stock's going to the moon." Meanwhile, the stock's already gone to the moon. It did an orbit. It hung out with a couple asteroids, and now it's coming crashing back down to Earth. And you're still sitting here thinking that the stock's going to the moon. Well, it already was at the moon, and you did absolutely nothing when it got there. And now it's coming all the way back down, crashing somewhere into the Pacific Ocean. And you're wondering, what do I do now with this position that I'm holding? And you're kicking and screaming and you're upset with yourself. You have to have a game plan whenever you enter a trade. You need to know exactly where you're going to get out if you are wrong, where you're going to get out if you are right. But a lot of people get themselves into stocks and they do not know the answer to those questions. You should never get into an active trade if you don't know the answer to those questions. That's number one. If you don't know how to develop a game plan, don't worry about it. We teach you how to do that inside of True Trading Group. We teach you how to look at a chart and say, if I buy the stock here, where are my potential profit targets? I will teach you how to identify those profit targets. I will teach you how to identify your stop loss. As a matter of fact, lucky for you guys, this live stream today is going to be talking about proper stop loss placement. That was a key component to my trade today in Roblox. We caught a beautiful trade today in Roblox. A lot of members follow me on the option. The option was around $6.50, went all the way up to like $9 or something like that. Congrats to my TC fam that caught that trade with me today. But stop loss placement was crucial. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later on in the live stream for those that are curious about that. Getting back to the person's question about the long term. If you're looking at a stock from a long-term investment perspective, and you're saying, at what point do I cut my loss no matter how you feel about the company? I only like to cut my positions and cut my losses and give up on a company once the company is failing to deliver on the things they said that they're going to do. It's a fundamental story. It's a business model progression story. Is the management team successful? Are they growing their earnings quarter after quarter? Are they progressing through their technology or their business, whatever it is that this company does? Is there fundamental progress? As long as there's fundamental progress, I usually will stick with that company no matter what I'm down on the position, if it's a long-term hold. Okay, if it's a company I believe in, because when I invest in a company for the long haul, I don't care what it does today, next month, or even 5 months from now. I care what it does 3 years, 5 years from now when I invest in a company for the long term. So I don't mind being down 20, 30, 40% on one of my stock positions in my long-term portfolio, because I can just as easily be up 20, 30, 40% to the upside in the matter of a couple of months. But I'm not in this for a couple of months. I'm in this for several years, right? So if a company starts failing to deliver and they're missing earnings quarter after quarter, their management is like, there's a shakeup in management, like management's leaving and people are resigning and they're coming in and out, like stuff like that is where I'm going to say, you know what, this company's just not progressing fundamentally. I'm going to cut it loose. I'll take my loss and I'll move that money elsewhere. But as long as they're progressing on their business model, I usually hang tight.
Chris Rera, if a person has less than 25,000 in their account, how do you build wealth without being hit with PDT warning every other day?
I'm glad you asked. Very simple. Use a cash account. All right. Use a cash account. Cash accounts are not bound under the PDT rule.
What is, go ahead.
So if you guys have a cash account, okay, you won't have margin. Margin is the extra buying power that your broker gives you. They'll usually give you like 4 times your margin. So if you have $5,000 in an account, in a margin account, you'll have $20,000 of buying power, but you'll be bound to the PDT rule, which means you can, if you buy a stock today and sell a stock today, that's a day trade. Buy a stock today, sell it tomorrow or any day thereafter, that's a swing trade. You are only allowed under PDT 3 day trades in a 5-day period, a rolling 5-day period. That's the PDT rule. It's the stupidest rule that I've ever seen created in any financial market ever. I don't know why it still exists. I think it is completely counterproductive to what it was meant to do. It actually does the exact opposite. When I run for president, eventually at some point in my life, the very first thing that I will do is remove the PDT rule. Okay. So there's that. Everybody vote for me. Yes. So There's that. Switching to a cash account, you will not be able to trade with margin. You'll only be able to trade with the amount of money that is in your account. So if you have $5,000 in your account, you can only trade with $5,000 and that's it. Okay. You won't be able to trade with $20,000 in buying power, but you can make as many day trades as you want as long as you have the cash available in your account. All right. So that's one way that you can get around the PDT rule. A ton of our members have started with small accounts, guys. A ton of our members have started with small accounts. It's something that a lot of people mistakenly believe that if they have less than 25K in their account, a lot of people think that they can't do this. It's a very big common misconception.
Right. And normally we ask a question, like if you whatever to prove it, but I don't want to lose all of the questions and comments that I see coming through chat. So take our word for it for now, and then we'll ask the question in a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got here? All right. Yeah. Jason's you can explain who the professor is, but still doing that small account demo.
Oh yeah, doing well too. I forgot to mention that.
Really well.
Guys. So Jason Simmons is one of our we call him the professor. The guy's an amazing educator. Has the patience of a saint. He does homework with a lot of our members, but he's also right now doing a small account challenge for himself where he took $1,000. He opened up a brand new Charles Schwab account. He took a $1,000 cash account, and he's going to grow that account up to 25K. And he is, having all of our members that want to follow him. They are all following along. He's giving detailed analysis. He's making videos explaining his trades and going over all of that analysis and why this trade and not that trade. There's workshops that I've actually done too in our video library that is specifically geared towards how to grow a small account. There's hours of live. Well, we did it live. It was a live workshop. We recorded them. They're all in the video library. Hours of webinar and study groups where we went over those topics. And now Jason Simmons is actually doing that himself. He's doing it live, and our members were able to follow along with him. So he's just, proving to you guys that you can take a small account and grow it up to a 5-figure account. We have a lot of members that have turned 3-digit accounts into 5-figure accounts. A lot of members in True Trading Group that have done that.
Yeah, guys, you have to understand, we're talking about a retail audience, empowering the retail. Mike, what do you always say? What's the point of True Trading Group?
Empower and level the playing field for the retail trader and investor.
Okay. The retail trader and investor are people that are not independently, most of them are not independently wealthy. Most of them have, the average, what did you say the average American makes, Mike? Like
between 56 and 58,000 a year, I think the average American earns.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. And to get that amount, they're working like 40, 60 hours a week, right?
Yep.
Okay. That is why, when we do all this stuff and when we build True Trading Group, we talk about the courses and the app and the tools and all that stuff, that it is all built for people that have a small account. It is built for people that can only give a couple hours a week. It is built for those people. We have almost 10,000 members. If it was built only for people that were independently wealthy, that had tons of, spare time, we'd have like 100 people in chat. So,
yeah.
Marco goes, damn, I'm below average.
Not for long, Marco.
All right. Hang on. All right. Let's see. What else do we got? All right. So Todd Alvarez, that's cool. Do y'all do any swing trading? I started off day trading and found that swing trading was a little easier. Absolutely.
Yeah, Todd. Todd, True Trading Group is not just myself. There's 8 other professional traders that are moderators inside of chat that are calling out trades, identifying opportunities in the market, providing market commentary and analysis. We all have different trading styles and strategies. The one thing that you'll always get in True Trading Group is diversity. So every single day, there are day trades and swing trades being alerted. Every single day, there are stocks and options being alerted. We trade small caps, mid caps, large caps. We trade it all. Crypto. Okay, we literally trade everything inside of True Trading Group. So there is something for everyone. We have a lot of members in True Trading Group that only swing trade. We have some of our professional traders that are moderators who only swing trade. Then you have some that really only day trade. You have some that do both. I do both. Most of our moderators do both. Okay, but we have some that specialize in swing trading for you, Todd. We actually have courses that are dedicated to swing trading as well. So there's a lot of swing trading that goes on inside of True Trading. I mean, hell, I'm in a swing trade right now, 209% gain on SPY put options. We bought them on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I bought the February 25th $450 strike put option at $4.12. That option today went to $16. That's like a 260% gain from the initial entry on Wednesday. We took profit off on Friday at $12.74. That's good for 209%. And I'm still in a piece of that position. So that's just one example of a swing trade right there from Wednesday into Friday, a 209% gain.
Yep. Here's something. So Kerball says, that is true, Adam. Many of us are not financially free. I love the TTG curriculum. I would not trade by luck anymore. Yeah. I can't tell if he's saying that he would love to have it, but is not financially free, or I'm not sure. But
I think he's just reiterating what we were saying about, that True Trading Group is really built for that retail trader, not for.
Well, yeah, because if it isn't, what are we doing?
Rich. Yeah.
Why are we building? Why would we build a platform to help empower the wealthy?
Right. No, we want to level the playing field for the retail trader, folks. It shouldn't cost you, or you shouldn't, like, I look at myself, right? Like I was lucky. Okay. I was lucky that I worked for a hedge fund and I was trained by professional traders. Guys, when I worked at the fund, the first 3 months of my employment, I had to sit in like a classroom setting where different traders and analysts would come in every week and teach us different topics. And you had to pass that training program before the fund would let you actually onto the trading floor. So, I was lucky that was my first experience with learning. And that was my first experience of getting an education. So like I didn't have to learn, or I didn't learn a bunch of things incorrectly or develop a bunch of bad habits. I right from the get-go got a really good, sound, solid core professional education. And that's what has made me the trader that I am today. That's what I mean. Like I'm humble enough to say, guys, I didn't figure this stuff out in my mother's basement all by myself. I was taught this by other successful professional traders on Wall Street. And when you guys join True Trading Group, you're getting the same level of professional education that I received when I was working at the fund. And we want to empower the retail trader. Like retail people, they don't have the education and the information. They don't have access to it like I did.
Yeah, but you know what? 1 second. They could probably, if they spent hours and hours and hours and lost tons of money by making mistakes, money they don't have, they could probably figure it out on YouTube. As far as the education, everything else, they would lose a ton of money. They would get taken advantage of. They wouldn't know where to start, where to end, what comes in the middle, whatever. The big thing that they will never get from any of that is they will never get the amount of tools, the amount of attention, and the sense of and usefulness of the community. True Trading Group is a cheat sheet for the retail trader. Not just the, yeah, because look, let's be honest. If you watch these live streams every night, all right, I'm gonna be honest with you. Watch the live streams every night. You hear a word that you don't know, write it down. Go on YouTube, search the millions of other channels out there, see if you can find the answer to it. Write it down, create this giant, database for yourself of tools and resources and stuff and everything else, and you figure out how much time that's worth to you, or if you're getting the right information, or how many people you have to follow and lose money before you realize that that wasn't it. That's so yes, you don't need to buy somebody's course to figure some of this stuff out. That is true. That time cost of money, that's something else. You have to stop thinking cheap. Not just buy. Forget True Trading Group. If you never, real quick, Mike, let me go with this, right? Guys, if you're not a true, hang on, we're not going to jump into sales right this second. I'm just curious. If you're not a True Trading Group member, this is the first time on this live stream, can you type the number 1 in chat? Again, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, or it's the first time on this live stream, go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. I'm curious about something. All right, Brendan Evans, Todd Alvarez, Lisa Lindsay, Arc Degenerate, Larry NB, Fernando Cayero, Sky King 906, Herb Owen, Menka Delora, Charlie Emilio. I know there's at least 50 of you based on that survey. Jeremiah, Jeff Coat. Don't worry, we're not going to call any of you guys out. Just type the number 1. Z06 427. That's a beautiful Corvette.
Yes, it is.
Swinging Hammers. Howard Potts is a member. All right, it's fine. We'll just go with that for the moment. According to a survey in chat, there's over 60 of you in here, but we will go with that for the moment. Point I want to make is that whether you sign up for True Trading Group or not, okay? Whether you sign up for True Trading Group or not, you have to think about what it is that you're doing, okay? True Trading Group is not the only way to learn how to make money in the stock market. Okay, that's ridiculous. All right, and neither is anyone else's platform. Okay, and that's just a fact. You could, like I said, go online and do all these things or whatever, but there's a cost involved with that. You have to stop thinking from a place of scarcity and start thinking from a place of abundance. Whether it's True Trading Group or any other thing that you're going to do, okay? You need to stop thinking from a place of scarcity and start thinking from a place of abundance. All right? And what that means is that anything that you're going to want to do to better yourself financially, you need to go ahead and put a little bit of time, energy, and money into it, or don't do it. And Mike, what do I know about doing any of that? Do I know a little something about that?
I think you know a lot of something about that, folks. The man knows what he's talking about here. As I'm just going through some technicals on my chart.
Yeah. So real quick, and I hope that you guys listen. Again, I'm not. Look, we'll try and sell you memberships later, but I'm not trying to sell you a membership. I'm actually talking to you for a minute. Okay, there's a difference. What I will tell you is this: if you're on this stream, it is because you have an interest in the stock market, in trading. Ultimately, you have an interest in making money, correct? Can you type the number 1 in chat? If you're here because you have an interest in making money via the stock market, type the number 1 in chat, please. Let me know that I'm on the right track here. All right, there we go. All right, thank you. Perfect. What money is it? Okay. So here's what I will tell you. I know, I saw it too. You saw it? Yeah. And also, I saw someone else's comment, and they said, well, I feel like that's arrogant because I've been putting in a lot of effort, and I'm still not profitable. That's okay. Because you know what? You're still in the game. I don't care if you're hanging on by a thread or you're hanging on with two hands. You're still in the game. As long as you're still in the game, you have a chance. Okay? There's a big difference between, people need to understand there's a big difference between watching YouTube videos, jumping into a chat room, getting an alert, and going through a bunch of courses, and then actually applying that to what it is that you're doing. There's a reason when you go to get your driver's license, there are 2 types of tests for the driver's license. There's the written exam, which most people can do very well on, but a lot of people get nervous when you put them behind the wheel. And that's why there's practical application of what it is that you're learning, and then there's the written part of what you're learning. Okay? So that is something to really consider. All right? It doesn't matter. Look, guys, for those that don't know me, and I'm not trying to be arrogant, for those that know me, you'll know that I'm, kind of like a no BS kind of person, but I'm a pretty genuine person. Okay? I'm a pretty genuine person. All right? Doesn't look okay. I'm not going to repeat what Ross Steele just said, but Ross Steele, you could send me a text message, man, and I'll talk to you about it. Because you're not what you just said at all. Ross Steele made a reference to it's not great when somebody close to him looks at him like a loser because you're not doing well with it. You're not a loser because you try at something.
Yeah, you're not a loser because you're trying to learn a new skill that can better your financial situation.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah. Fuck. Sorry, I'll have whatever. Fuck the stock market. Fuck True Trading Group for a second. You're not a loser because you put energy, time, and effort into something and something doesn't work out. That doesn't make you a loser. That means you have 10 times the amount of balls that everyone else didn't have, because most people won't spend $1 to invest in themselves. Most people won't spend an hour a week to do something to better themselves. Most people won't take a risk on anything. It makes you a winner. The outcome of what it is doesn't matter. You're not a loser because something doesn't work out. For those that don't know me, I grew up dirt poor, like dirt poor. Zero money. I used to make $20 last for 2 weeks. The company that is True Trading Group and the companies before this and all this other stuff, I started that out of my dad's duplex living room when I was 21 years old. I just turned 38 on Saturday. Let me tell you something. I have failed way more than I have succeeded. But if it wasn't for those failures, the successes would not have been there either. That's just life shit. That's just real life stuff. And anyone that judges you or calls you a loser, or if you feel like a loser because you didn't make money on a trade and somebody else did, fuck that. Who cares? Tomorrow's there's another opportunity. That's why we practice risk management. And if you guys hear about risk management, you know, and you think to yourself, oh, well, that's only in trading, then you're not paying attention either. Because you can apply that to literally everything else that you want to do. That's all this is one big calculated risk management. I just think that, you know, look, if you're on this stream and you're not a member, and right now 595 people responded to, are you a TTG member? 15% said no. Okay, so the 15% that are not, and the 85% that are, listen, you are on this stream because you are trying to do something different. You are trying to make money. You're either trying to make money, you're deciding whether or not if this is how you want to make money, or you have started to do well and you want to hold on to it. And you don't want to fix what isn't broken. You're on here for one of those things. That's why there's over 900 people watching this on YouTube and over 1,000 people watching throughout all the other social medias. Because I can assure you it's not because of anything that I'm saying. It's not because I'm some great public speaker. It's not because Mike's shirt is pretty. And it's not because he drew 3 circles on a chart and tells you that, you know, people are killing it inside of True Trading.
There's an arrow there too. Let's be fair. It could be the arrow.
Fine. Whatever.
Could be the arrow.
We'll never know.
I think they come for the stock education. They stay for your backgrounds.
My backgrounds are good. Listen, do I want you guys to sign up for True Trading Group? Of course. Of course I do. I love money, but you know what I love more than money? Your money. Okay? That's the truth. True Trading Group is a business. But the second you sign up, there's a crazy responsibility that we endure to help make sure you guys are successful. Why? Because that's the purpose of what it is that we're doing. That's why we've put in the amount of effort and everything else that we've done. It's not because we're a saint. We're trying to run a business that can actually help people. I'm not a saint. Mike's not a saint. You know, and we're not going to sit here and we're not going to sell you on, you know, Lambos and Ferraris and all that bull crap. But if you're on here for a reason. And I'm sorry that if anyone is on here and they feel less than because it's not working out for them or because their family may be judging them because of whatever decision they're making, I'm sorry that you're going through that. I have been there myself, and it sucks. My entire family told me that I was out of my mind, that I needed to go get a job at Home Depot or work my way up at a Starbucks or something like that. You know, my whole family told me that, whatever. They all work at the company today. There is no shortcuts. There is no, I don't care what you got. I mean, I care, but I don't care. I don't care if you sign up for True Trading Group tonight. If you're interested in what I will tell you is that if you're interested in the stock market, there is no better place to get educated and get access to the things that you want and the things that you need than our platform, because we have made it that. And if we don't have it, I will fucking go out and get it for you, because that's what we do within reason, obviously. And if you sign up and you want a Bloomberg terminal, I'm sorry. I want 2 blondes and a Ferrari, but my wife won't let me have any more cars or people.
No more people.
So, but the point that I'm trying to make is that even if it's not True Trading Group, don't sell yourself short. Don't just buy a fucking stock or a piece of crypto or a crypto coin or something because you have FOMO or you see somebody else doing it, because by the time you hear about it, somebody else is already getting rich off of it. I don't give a shit what movement it is or what coin it is. You know, you hear about something on social media, somebody is already getting rich off of it, I promise you. If it's not True Trading Group and it's something else, stop giving your money away to things thinking you're getting a shortcut. There is no such thing. I will tell you that me personally, I have made tens of millions of dollars. But it didn't happen in one transaction. It didn't happen in 1 year. It's taken over a decade of serious work and a ton of failure and a whole lot of heartache. There is no shortcut. So stop giving your fucking hard-earned money away from your $35,000 a year job where you have to slave like a dog. Stop. Spend it on things and save it and spend it on things that will actually benefit you. And if it's not the stock market, then go do it for something else. But you know, like with True Trading Group, if you're here and you're interested in the stock market, let me talk to that for a second. You get $4,000 worth of premium tools that you're going to have to buy anyways at some point. Okay? Some people are like, oh, I can open up a Robinhood account and use their charts and their data. No, you can't. No, you can't. Okay? I don't give a shit what you think. I'm 1,000% sure that that's not going to work. It may work a little bit of the time. Sometimes but if you want to do anything meaningful other than YOLO some leaps or something, it's not going to work. You need access to real-time news. You need access to true real-time data. You need access to quant data. You need access to a proper community, a proper education. You need these things. You're going to need them whether you sign up for True Trading Group or not. That's the truth. It just so happens one of the things that make us different, okay? One of the things that make us different is that we went out and we knew that you were going to have to get this stuff. So we went out and brokered deals with all of these other providers and all of these other companies so that we can offer it to you as part of True Trading Group. TradingView's premium charting software, Quote Media's real-time full book level 2, eTNA's trading simulator, social sentiment screeners, full trade scanners. You got, real-time crypto data, all of this stuff. Benzinga Pro's full real-time newsfeed and Squawk. Shit's like $1,400 on its own. You get it for free. The main, you get it for free. As a trial member, you get it for 7 days. So I don't care. I mean, look, I do care if you take our courses, but even if you sign up and you never took a course and you never took a trade alert and you never set foot in chat and all you did was use our tools, mazel tov, you're like way ahead of the game. Like way ahead of the game. Because these are things from companies that you would have to eventually purchase anyways. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. What makes us different is that we actually give a shit whether or not you fail or succeed. Why? It's not because I'm a saint. It's not because Mike's a saint. Said this before. Why is this? It's because I want to build a giant business. I want to make a ton of money, and I want to base that success on your success, because that's how you build longevity. That's how businesses build longevity. It's no different than owning a restaurant. And whether you spend, someone told me something a very long time ago, and you can apply this to any industry. Any industry. If you own a restaurant, you spend $1 million on marketing and the food sucks, you may get that pop, that big pop, that crowd that comes in. But let me tell you something. Eventually, you're going to run out of people to serve shit food to. If you have a great restaurant and a great service, great food, and you spend $100,000 on marketing, you will eventually have a line so far down the street that they would need a telescope to see the end of it. So what I will tell you is this. If you're here because you want to learn about the stock market, you are in the right place. How do I know that? Because we have gone ahead and we have spent hundreds and thousands of hours and millions of dollars since 2016 to make sure that it is the right place for you. And well, how do we know, Mike? How do we know who you is? Well, you are the person that works 40 to 60 hours a week. You have a family. You have kids and responsibilities. You have limited time during the week. And you want the ability to earn extra income through the stock market because it is the great equalizer for everyone.
Amen.
You don't know where to start and you don't know what to do because you've bought into some things and you've been taken advantage of, or you've been screwed out of other things, or you listen to people that you should not have listened to. Guess what? I'm not telling you that Mike's the right person to listen to. Now, when it comes to understanding the markets and things like that, yeah, I mean, he's great. But at True Trading Group, you know who you're going to ultimately end up listening to? Yourself. That's the point. That's the point of True Trading Group. You don't need to listen to Mike. We're going to teach you how to listen to yourself, to stand on your own 2 feet, to not have to be reliant on some guy from New Jersey in a baseball cap who, may or may not have perfect eyebrows. Why do you want to listen to him? Because he knows how to pick good trades. He's an award-winning hedge fund trader. That's great. Use him. Use him. Make a small investment. Use him. And then go and do it on your own. That's the whole point. What do you want to pay schmucks like us for forever? All right, tell them about now we're going to sell you a membership. Tell them about the sales part. I'm done. Thank you, guys.
All right, folks. Well, I mean, you just heard it, firsthand there from Matt. He covered a lot of stuff that I was going to go over with you guys. And I told you before that we were going to go over, a quick little sales intermission part of the live stream. And we're going to start that here now. There's a lot of people that are asking about how much is it? How do I join? What's included? So Adam just went over a bunch of stuff already, but let me go into this a little bit more and I'll share with you exactly how much it costs. We have some discounts and incentives for those that are interested in joining tonight. And I'll tell you guys what's included with that membership. Bear with us. This usually takes us about 15 minutes. It'll probably be even less than that because Adam covered a lot of it there. But I'm going to go through with you guys again. So we're going to start the quick little sales intermission. Don't go anywhere because as soon as we are done explaining to you how to join the TG
bro, this should take
platform.
5 minutes at this point. They already know what they're getting. Just explain what the discounts is and the money back guarantee, and then
So
go on.
This is going to be 5 to 10 minutes, where I'll tell you.
I don't even feel like doing a sales pitch tonight, to be honest with you. But just
I'll tell them how they can join. I'll tell you guys how you can join. So don't go anywhere. All right. So we're about to start that sales intermission. Don't go anywhere, folks, because then I will tell you, we're going to go over a lesson today on stop loss placement. That was my Roblox trade. That's where I made my money today. We're also going to give you an update on my swing trade and the SPY put options that I'm sitting on. What's going on with Russia, Ukraine, inflation, the Fed raising rates. I'm going to give you updates on where everything stands and what my beliefs are for the market for this week. So let's go ahead and, guys, we're going to start that quick little sales intermission. Then we're going to get into all that information I just said. All right, guys. So like I said before, and Adam kind of was reiterating that our goal at True Trading Group is to level the playing field and to even the playing field for the retail trader. Okay, but that is not just about us giving you access to an actual professional level of education, which is the same stuff that I learned that I worked at the fund, but it's also giving you access to those tools and resources that we discussed earlier. If professional traders are using these pieces of information, right? Scanners, analyst ratings, real-time news, full book level 2, dark pool data, unusual options activity and options flow. If professional traders are using that information, you do too. You should be. We give you access to all of that stuff. Now, it also means, though, from us to level the playing field, we've got to make sure that all this information, the access to this information, these tools, is within reach financially. When you guys join True Trading Group, you are getting immediate access to about $4,000 to $5,000 worth of tools. That does not even include any of our courses, our chat room, our trade alerts, our study groups, our webinars and workshops, our one-on-one mentor sessions. It doesn't include our courses, none of that. I'm just talking about tools and resources that you guys would be getting access to as a member. So it's normally $2,212 for the entire year, but up until midnight Pacific tonight, you guys could actually get yourselves a 47% discount. It brings the price all the way down to $1,170. That's it, $1,170. You guys can pay right here tonight to get access to the TTG platform for an entire year. Okay, you just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. Now, upon becoming a TTG member, you are going to be getting access to 2 small private study group sessions with one of the pro traders at True Trading Group to go over your questions, go over topics that you're struggling with so we can speed up your learning curve. The next 14 people to use that coupon code will also be getting a brand new free laptop. That laptop is yours upon becoming TTG certified. Becoming certified means you've gone through our courses, you've passed our quizzes, and you've attended. I'm not sorry, you don't have to attend anything. Becoming TTG certified is going through all our courses and passing our quizzes. Okay, that will get you guys TTG certified. It's a badge of honor for our members. You guys, our members wear this proudly. You get a green check mark next to your username in chat. You get a certificate. You can print it out. You can hang it on your wall, put it on your desk, share it on social media. Okay, so you guys are also getting the answer key to those quizzes, by the way, but don't cheat. Don't cheat yourselves, because you're literally only cheating yourself. You need to know what information you understand and what you don't understand before you start trading with your hard-earned money and you risk your hard-earned money. Okay, you technically could sign up, cheat tonight, and then request your laptop tomorrow, but that would be the most expensive laptop that you've ever bought. Just go to Best Buy, buy your own laptop with trading profits. Okay, don't sign up for the laptop. Laptop is some little extra incentive for those of you to actually get educated, go through the courses, and truly learn this skill. Okay, like I told you before, trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You're not going to join TTG and become a millionaire and buy a Lamborghini next month. Okay, you're going to learn a new skill. You're going to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You're going to be able to make your own decisions. You're going to be able to become a self-sufficient trader. That is our goal at True Trading Group. Okay. So you just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. That'll get you the 47% discount, drops all the way down to $11.70. Okay. But also, True Trading Group is the home to the double your money back guarantee. I told you earlier on this live stream that results matter. Your results, your success, and we can measure your success through your P&L. I stand behind this program and I put my money where my mouth is, and this is how I prove it to you. Anybody that joins True Trading Group, as long as you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group, if you do not make your membership fee back at least once during your membership, that's $11.70. If you do not make that money back at least once at the end of your year membership, not only will I give you back your $11.70, I'm going to double your money back. I will give you back $2,340. I'm not kidding. Everything I'm saying to you, it's on the website. I will give you back double your money if you fail with True Trading Group after doing those things. We are going to lose money as a company if you do not make your membership fee back at least once after going through the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending one study group. That is how confident I am in our ability to help you become successful. So now ask yourself, for those of you that have been on this live stream that are like, oh, you know what? I might do this. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm not really too sure. Now, what is your excuse? Because I'm removing your risk. Now, we've only had to refund 1.73% of our members since 2017. And I share that stat with you, not just to prove to you that, or how infrequently we get asked for the refund, but to prove to you that the refund is real. We've never denied a single person of this refund that went through the courses, passed the quizzes, and attended a study group and never made their membership fee back. We've never denied anyone of that refund. 1.73% of our user base since 2017. Now, don't come to me in 30 days and say, Mike, I didn't make any money. Your program sucks. I want a refund. Then I go and I check. You went through one course. You didn't pass any of the quizzes. You never attended a study group. I'm going to say, no, I'm sorry. You do not qualify for the refund because you put in absolutely no time, energy, or effort. I'm not asking you for 40 hours a week, folks. Give me a couple hours a week. And I think that's plenty for us to be successful and help you guys reach goals you never thought were possible. I don't need 40, 50 hours a week. Give me a couple hours a week. That's all I'm asking you for. And if you're willing to go through the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one study group, remember, you have the answer key to the courses, but don't cheat yourself. It's very important you understand what you know and what you don't know, so we know what you need help with. But if you do not make that membership fee back at least once, folks, I'm going to give you double it back. Where's your risk now? Ask yourself, where's your risk? That's True Trading Group. Nobody else is going to offer you this kind of deal because they're not as confident in their ability to help you become successful. A lot of people come out there and be like, hey, I'm successful, so just follow me. But your success is the one that really matters. Because guess what? I'm not paying your bills for you. I'm not taking your family on that special vacation. I'm not getting you caught up on your student loans. I'm not the one that's going to be doing that. You are. So we're going to measure your success not through me, but through your own P&L. And that is how we run True Trading Group. That is why I say TTG results matter. And it's about your results. You guys just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. You'll get the 47% discount, the 2 small private study groups, the free laptop, and the double your money back guarantee. Guys, there's people asking about Lifetime that I already see. I'm trying to buy Lifetime, but it won't let me. Okay. Lifetime membership is for annual members only. So I assume you're an annual member, right? Because there is no Lifetime membership on the member dashboard or on the website. You can't buy a Lifetime membership if you're not an annual member. The Lifetime membership page is online, but we have no spots right now available, so your payment will not process. Okay, we are in the process of phasing out the Lifetime membership. Tomorrow, we will open up just a handful of spots. So Adam and I are going to do a workshop at 4:15 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for any annual members that are interested in a Lifetime membership. If you are not an annual member, you cannot buy a Lifetime membership. We have very limited spots. We're phasing out that membership. So we reserve those spots only for annual members that are interested. I'm sorry. You have to be an annual member first to become Lifetime. And if you are lifetime, which I assume you are, and you're trying to become lifetime right now, it's not going to process because we don't have any open spots. So right now the membership is on pause. Okay, but we'll open some spots up tomorrow for those interested in a lifetime membership. Okay, folks, now let me show you, or let me tell you at least what's included in the annual membership. All right, because it is an all-inclusive membership. So when you guys join, you're getting access to, okay, all of those tools and resources I had said to you, but you're getting access to all of our courses. Our courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. We've got all of it. It's in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. You've got our trading performance journal, which I mentioned to you earlier, that'll track all your trading and give you stats so you can see what you're doing wrong. Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed with a squawk box feature, so you get news as soon as it crosses the wire without delay. Quote Media's full book level 2, so you can see all the market makers. TradingView's premium charting software. ETNA simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you guys are learning in the courses. The Trade Ideas Scanner, which is the industry standard AI scanning software. It streams live on the TG platform every day to make sure you're always focused on the best stocks during the day. You're going to get, of course, our chat room with alerts from all of the moderators. Collectively, we sport about an 80% win rate. We're fully transparent. There's a journal on our site, tracks every buy and sell that all of our moderators make, so you can follow along and see for yourself how you'd be doing if you were following our moderator alerts. We do live workshops and webinars every week covering different topics. You can attend those live. You've got our video library with over nearly 300 hours of additional educational video content. We have options flow, unusual options activity, dark pool data, analyst ratings, insider buying, insider selling, a social sentiment scanner. Okay, all of this is included when you guys pay the $11.70. And the price you pay today, which is $11.70, is the price you pay for life. You're locking yourself in at that price. So next year, when it comes time to renew your membership, and I'm confident this is going to matter because our retention rate is in the mid 70s. So when your membership comes up for renewal, if our membership could be $2,500 on Valentine's Day of next year, you'll only pay $11.70 to renew. That's the price that you're going to grandfather yourself in. The price you pay when you sign up is the price you pay for life. Folks, the price of the teaching membership is moving back to the $22.12 on February 28th. That's in 2 weeks. We're going to be back at $22.12. Today it's $11.70. We're going to move this price up every single day till we get up to the $22.12 on February 28th. Okay, so there you have it. Just go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121. All right, TTG121. Use that coupon code, folks. You'll get the 47% discount, the 2 free study groups, the brand new laptop, and the double your money back guarantee. If you're still not ready, we do have a 1-week trial. It's ttgthree.com. That's ttg3.com. It is a one-time payment of just $3. Okay, that's it. You pay $3. No auto renew, no recurring payment. One-time payment of $3. That's it. You guys can join us for a full week. You can be in chat with us, guys, for a full week. You guys join that trial. Get your butts in chat. We have a lot of fundamental catalysts coming out this week. You've got some PPI data. You've got Fed minutes. You've got Russia-Ukraine situation. There's a lot happening here over the next couple of days. You guys don't want to try to be figuring out and trying to navigate this level of volatility on your own. Get your butts in chat. Trade with us. It's just $3. Everybody's got $3. You spent $3 on probably a bag of chips before. Everyone's got $3. So you guys go to ttgthree.com to join the trial. Otherwise, if you guys are ready to join us full time, you go to ttgoffer.com and you enter the coupon code TTG121. You'll know you're getting one of those 14 laptops as long as you see a laptop on the checkout cart. That's how you know you guys are getting a laptop. If you have any questions about the membership or you're having a hard time signing up, 201-775-9702. Again, that phone number is at the bottom of your screen. Text this number. Don't call it. It's a text-only number. We can't answer the phone call. It's text only. 201-775-9702. All right. So there you have it, folks. Okay. There you have it. All right, guys. Now, that wraps up the little sales intermission part of our live stream. I told you guys not to go anywhere because I have some stuff I want to cover with you. I want to go over a lesson today on proper stop loss placement. That was kind of the key takeaway, I think, from my trade in Roblox today. That's where I made my money today. And then I want to update you guys with what's going on with the overall market. So let's take things on over to the charts. And let's actually pull up Roblox. Let's talk about this. All right. Let's go to Roblox. And here we have it. Okay, so I made my money today in this. Okay, that is where I made my money today. This move right here is where we were able to capitalize on Roblox. Okay, now, why were we looking at Roblox in the first, oops, let me delete that. Why were we looking at Roblox in the first place? Okay, Roblox early this morning was showing relative strength. Okay, we were showing relative strength early this morning when we had broken over the initial morning high.
Yo, sorry to interrupt. I screwed up. I just spoke to Luciano, who when we said 14 was calling me frantically. It's 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
So we're out. We already got 4 people that signed up. So it's going to be Kindles tonight.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we already got 4 people.
Well, yeah. So right now I see that there's like 4 people on the checkout page. If you're on the checkout page right now and you see a laptop in your cart, I will honor that. I will pay for it. I will be able to see that you checked out with it in your cart when you're done. But if not, you're getting a Kindle, which is still badass.
Yeah, it's still an Amazon Kindle HD.
Yeah, here, I'll show you the exact one it is. And it really is like the perfect tool to trade while you're on the go.
Yeah, I prefer that people trade on something like this Kindle that you guys will get free instead of trying to trade on your phone. Your phone's too small. It's very easy for you to make errors when you're inputting an order on your phone. You can add a 0 or you can type the wrong ticker symbol in. You know, trading on something like that is way better.
Yeah, that is the exact Kindle that you're going to get.
Yeah.
And yeah. So that is what it is. So I apologize. I understood 14. It is 4. I still see that there's 4 people on the checkout page. So we already have 4 people that bought, but there's still 4 people on there. If those 4 people check out, I will honor that. I will put up the money and buy the laptop myself. And I will be able to see that you checked out with it. But if not, you're going to get this exact Kindle. It's the all new Amazon Kindle Fire HD 10. And yeah, so
listen, honestly, the Kindle is just as badass. I mean, it really just depends on, it really becomes personal preference. Do you want a laptop for when you're, sitting down at a desk or when you're home, or if you're on the go? The Kindle's the better option if you guys are on the go. I'd rather you be carrying around the Kindle. Okay. Have it in your purse, have it in your briefcase, whatever, have it in the car, whatever you guys, whatever your day looks like. It's the perfect tool to trade when you're on the go, right? So if you guys, even though we just sold out of the laptops, like I said, Adam said there's 4 people already bought the 4. There's 4 people on the checkout page. If those 4 people that are already on the checkout page, if you guys do check out because the laptop is still there, or it still says it in your checkout card, so that will just kind of be our boo-boo. So you'll still get the laptop, but anybody else that comes on to sign up, you're going to get that free Amazon Kindle Fire HD 10, which is still a badass free gift that you guys are going to get from us. So
yeah,
it's free.
And we have 20 of those. Those are a lot easier to get right now. The thing is that we want to offer the laptops all the time because just like we're the home of the double your money back guarantee, it would be super cool if we could say, hey, we're the home of the double your money back guarantee, and a free laptop. Be great for marketing. A lot of people would really dig that. It is day to day on those things. Day to day on those things. The Kindles are so much easier to get. So we had laptops after not having them for a little while. And then now we got them. We had them, and tonight, I thought we had 14, which I'll admit sounded a little weird because I thought we were out after last night. But yeah, that's it. So it's a Kindle tonight, but it's still badass, man. I mean, it's free.
Yeah, it's still free. I mean, dude, listen. I mean, it's a brand new Kindle Fire HD 10. It's still badass. So, all right. So there you have it, folks. Okay. So the next 20 people that sign up will be getting the Amazon Kindle Fire HD 10. So you guys, again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121. That'll get you the 47% discount. It'll get the 2 study groups.
Yep. And if we sell out of the Kindles tonight and you sign up, we'll give you an extra 2 study groups instead because we don't have any Android tablets.
Okay.
So if you sign up, and the price will stay the same, but if you sign up and there isn't a Kindle on the checkout page, it means you're getting 4 study groups instead of 2. All right, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. All right, folks. So there you have that. All right. Now back to Roblox. All right. So Roblox was relatively strong earlier tonight. What does relative strength mean? What does that mean when someone says relatively strong, relatively weak? It's in regards to the overall market. So if the overall markets are red and you have an individual stock that's green, it is said that stock is relatively strong. Okay. Vice versa, if the stock market's up and the stock is red, it's said to be relatively weak. Because of TTG, I'm able to help my daughter get through her last year of college. Don't join for the computer. It doesn't matter. It is the bigger picture. Amen to that. That's beautiful. It's stuff like that. That's why we do what we do. That's exactly why True Trading Group exists, because this is the difference maker. And this is how we level the playing field for the retail trader and investor. It's the day of just Wall Street professionals being the only people that make money in the markets. That's over and done with. Okay, I want True Trading Group to be the reason. I want it to be the platform that retail traders go to get a professional level of education while learning how to use and have access to professional tools and resources. That, my friends, is how we empower you and give you a better chance of becoming successful and reaching your goals as a trader. You can't just dump a couple $1,000 into a Robinhood account and pull up Reddit and think you are going to succeed in the stock market. You are going up against professionals, not little kids on a playground. Okay. So if you guys are serious about this and you guys want to be consistently profitable, it comes down to education, tools, resources, information. And that's exactly what you guys are going to get here at True Trading Group. All right. So going back to Roblox, we noticed that Roblox was relatively strong early in the day. Roblox was green, had a nice strong push off the early session with really nice strong volume on this push to new highs. And we broke above the initial morning high. Okay. Now, the initial morning high is something that my members in True Trading Group are very, very, very familiar with, and they understand its relevance and its importance. You'll learn how to identify the initial morning high. As a member of True Trading Group, I'll save that for another time. But when your initial morning high was broken and we extended to the upside on strong volume, we got a pullback, and then we actually held above that previous high. So there was your initial morning high. You can see that we found support, okay, above that initial morning high. And now we start to form this little bit of a consolidation pattern, okay? We start to form this little bit of a consolidation pattern. Inside this consolidation, this is where I went ahead and I actually got long Roblox, okay? Right here is where I went ahead and I got long Roblox. I got long Roblox at $69.33. Okay. So my entry on Roblox, I'll draw it out for you. was right here. Okay, there's my entry on Roblox. All right, $69.33. There it is. All right. Now, my stop loss. Okay, my stop loss on this trade, because this is the lesson that I want you guys to really take from the trading action on the day. Okay, the stop loss I said was the $68 area. Okay, now, why am I saying the $68 area? This is where I want you guys to, I want to be able to focus on the lessons here on proper stop loss placement, because all your stop loss is, your stop loss needs to be beneath a level that if a stock gets under, the pattern that you're looking at, the setup that you're seeing is no more. So the reason why you're in a trade, if that reason gets taken out and that reason no longer exists, oh, this level of support. Well, if it gets beneath that level, then there's therefore is no reason for you to be in the trade anymore, because the reason you got in no longer exists. When the reason you got into a trade no longer exists, that's when you guys want to get yourselves out. A lot of people put their stop losses in the wrong place. Your stop loss goes where it needs to go based on the setup, not based on where you want it to go. Now, a lot of inexperienced traders will make the mistake of setting their stop loss in either one of two places. A lot of traders would set their stop loss here because they've heard before that when you get long, you set your stop loss at the previous candle's low. Complete nonsense, garbage, not true, incorrect. A lot of other people would say, oh, well, I'm going to set my stop loss right here if we get beneath this level, because that was your previous little, they call that like a pivot low. Garbage, wrong again. So a lot of people that are inexperienced would set their stop losses at either one of these two areas, these two lines I drew on my screen, both of which would be completely wrong. That would be an incorrect stop loss, because the price of this stock could trade anywhere in this region, and this setup would still be very much intact. Anywhere in this price, anywhere in this area, the stock can pull down to, but the setup would still be the exact same setup as it is the second that I enter the trade. Therefore, your stop loss cannot be in that area. Your stop loss needs to be beneath those areas. Now, the area of support that we've identified is that initial morning high. Well, that initial morning high sits right around 68.30. So I'm setting my stop loss beneath this level. Okay, we're setting my stop loss beneath this level right around 68, right? So $68 was the stop loss. Now, guys, when I enter my trades, I'll always tell my members before I get in, I tell you where I'm getting in. I tell you where my stop loss is. I tell you where my profit targets are. So you're very, very well aware of what I'm going to be doing when it comes time for me to enter my trade. What else? What I will also do is I will give you an option that coincides with my trade. So a lot of people, I understand, don't have the capital to buy a $69 stock. So whenever I trade a mid or large cap, I will alert you to an option contract that you can follow my trade with. So in this case with Roblox, I told everybody that I'm stepping in here and I'm buying Roblox at $69.33, the stock itself, but you can follow me through the February 25th expiration $70 strike call option on Roblox. At the time that I entered this trade, that option was around $6.50. At the time that I had entered that trade, that option was around $6.50. Okay, so back to the charts. Notice my stop loss placement now down at 68. Why? It's beneath the support level. So if the support level is 68.30, my stop loss can't be 68.29. My stop loss can't be there because that I would still consider that the support level. My stop loss is beneath it. Allow for the wiggle room because here's your support level. Okay. if this is going to be your support level, and I'll make it green, that's going to be your support level, right? There's your support. So what we want to do is we want to set our stop loss beneath the support. And it's a good thing that we did, because that support level got tested. Look at that candle. Look at that red candle drop right down into this support level, right down into that green line. Now, a lot of inexperienced traders that do not understand how to set stop losses, they got stopped out on this trade. Right here, they get stopped out. They take a loss. They kick and scream. They go, "Oh, Mike, you suck." And they get stopped out of the trade. They take their loss. Meanwhile, I'm still in the trade. I'm still in the trade. I didn't get stopped out because look at where my stop loss is. We dropped right into the support level. Oh, look at that. Buying pressure. The stock bounces off of the support level and then explodes to new highs. And while inexperienced traders are kicking and screaming because they got stopped out of the trade, I am sitting up here and I'm taking profits off the table as the stock just continues to climb. We're peeling profits off the table. These contracts went all the way up to about $9 or so. Okay, these contracts went all the way up to $9. So everybody welcome Joseph, newest member of the TTG family. All right, everybody welcome Joseph, newest member of the TTG fam. Everybody welcome Joseph. 19 Kindles left. 19 Kindles left. All right, guys, everybody welcome Joseph. Remember, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Okay, that'll get you the 47% discount, the free Amazon Kindle, and the 2 private study groups. All right. So this is a really good example, all right, of proper stop loss placement. Really good example of proper stop loss placement. You'll notice this is the support level. So you have to allow for a stock to get into the support level and then allow for the buying pressure to then step in. That's what a support level is. The support level tells us that there is buying at this level. That's what that means. All right. That's what makes that a support level. And then you guys will notice then we just rip face off to new highs. Okay. That's proper stop loss placement. But a lot of inexperienced traders, like I said, a lot of inexperienced traders are going to put this stop loss somewhere up here and they're going to get stopped out. And then this is where everyone says, "Oh, those evil market makers, they took the stop down just to stop me out and then continue higher." It's nonsense. Okay. It's nonsense. Okay. It's not an evil market maker that's just stopping you out just to piss you off. The stock's just dropping into an area of support and your stop loss is simply too tight. Because my stop loss didn't get triggered. I didn't get stopped out of this trade. All right. So that's the lesson I want you guys to take from this. Okay. That's the lesson I want you all to take from this Roblox trade. It's all about proper stop loss placement. And I hope this was helpful. And I hope now you guys have a better understanding of how to set proper stop losses. All right. So that's that. Now, let's move on over. Let's get to the overall markets and we'll get to the SPY. All right. We'll get here to the SPY. So for those that are unaware, we bought SPY put options last Wednesday right here. All right, is where we bought some SPY puts. All right. Oh, actually, that's pre-market. So where are we? That's not it. It's back here. Here's our puts right there. This was the entry for us. If you guys have been following my channel, that was when we had originally bought the SPY puts. Okay. Now we took profits off a bunch. We took profits off all along the way. We reloaded, got back up to full size, took profits again. And now I'm still sitting in a piece of this position. So we're already up 209% on our last take profit. All right. But what's going on with the overall markets? Russia news and Russia headlines are really starting to shake up the market. This was a Russia headline update. This was a Russia headline update. All right. So you see these big drops. All right. These big drops are Russia headline updates. All right. Then you got a little bit of a bounce once we got a statement from the Pentagon. Okay. This was a statement from the Pentagon, and the markets tried to bounce a little bit there as the Pentagon said that we still don't believe that Vladimir Putin has made up his mind on if he's going to invade Ukraine or not. They're still looking for diplomatic solutions. And that kind of settled everyone's fears a little bit because there were some comments from the Ukrainian president making comment that, the Russia could invade on Wednesday. But it was later clarified that the Ukrainian president was not saying specifically, yes, they're invading on Wednesday. It was more giving like an example, like, hey, they can invade at any time type of thing. And the Pentagon clarified that, and the markets just bounced a little bit when that happened, because this was the U.S. announcing that they are they're evacuating the embassy in Kiev. And that was also with the comments from the Ukrainian president. Okay, so the markets have been moving based on this. All right, they really have. The markets have been moving on this. I'm going to go out to a longer time frame chart. We'll just go right out to a daily chart on the SPY, because I want you all to pay attention to this 200-day moving average. You guys have been following my channel for a while. You know this 200-day moving average. This 200-day moving average is very, very important. And as long as we stay beneath this 200-day moving average, this yellow line on my screen, I remain bearish in the overall markets. I'm looking for the markets to get down into this region. Okay, this is where I want us to get down into. I want us to get down into the low 430s, the high 420s. All right, so that's where really I'm looking for us to get down into. I'm in a small piece of these puts. I'm going to look to try to reload this position. We have some catalysts coming up that could change the direction of this trade. You've got PPI data. You got the Fed minutes on Wednesday, and then continued updates regarding Russia and Ukraine. These are the fundamental catalysts that could potentially move the markets. You've got to be paying attention to them and see what's going to happen here. But I'm going to be looking for that 200-day moving average, this yellow line, to stay as resistance, because it was previously resistance in the end of January. It then became support in early February. Now we're beneath it. I'm looking for it to become resistance now again. I also want you to pay attention to the volume, increasing volume on those 2 red days, very low volume on this little consolidation day. Everybody welcome Russell. 18 of those Kindles left. Everybody welcome Russell. Newest member of the TTG family, welcome Russell. Folks, remember ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You'll get the 47% discount, the 2 private study groups, the free Kindle, the double your money back guarantee. Okay. So there we have that. All right. So that's what I'm looking for, folks. This yellow line on my screen. That is where my focus will be. And I'm going to try to see if maybe tomorrow I can reload these puts. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow we try to bounce up towards 442, 443. Then I'm going to try to grab those puts, try to see if we can get some weakness tomorrow. And then the Fed minutes come out at 2:00 on Wednesday. And then maybe that's a catalyst that can really break us down and get down to 428 is going to be my target. Remember, low 430s, high 420s, 428, that kind of bottom end of that range. That's going to be the final take that I'm looking for on these puts. So I'm going to try to reload them. I'll let you guys all know if and when I do reload to full size. Right now, I've already taken the bulk of this position off the table for 209%. I'm still holding a small piece. I'll let you know if I reload. All right. There you have it, folks. There you have it, folks. I hope this was helpful. Okay, that's my thoughts on the overall markets. That's a good solid lesson there on stop loss placement with that Roblox trade. I hope this information helps you all become better traders and investors. Now, I'd like to show you the platform itself. I want to show you the tools, the resources, everything that you get included with your membership, because it is an all-inclusive membership. You get immediate access to $4,000 to $5,000 worth of premium tools from today's top financial companies. Let me show you guys what you're going to get. Of course, our chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the microphone calling out trades in real time. We're there with you from pre-market till after hours. We're going to give you guys at least a minimum of 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders that's sporting collectively about an 80% win rate. We're fully transparent. There's a journal on our site. You see it right now. Tracks every buy and sell we make, so you can see for yourself how you would be doing if you were following all the mods trade alerts. You get the 2 small private study groups I had said to you. That's a chance for you to get individual attention with TGG Pro to speed up your learning curve. Ben Zinga Pro's real-time news feed. That's going to give you live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat without delay. You can't really be an active trader, folks, if you're getting delayed news. This will make sure you get news as soon as it crosses the wire. You're also going to get TradingView's premium charting software, one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. Yours free with your membership. Everything I'm telling you is free with your membership. You do not have to pay $1 extra for any of these tools. They are all included. You have our Trade Ideas scanner. This is the industry standard scanner. It streams on our platform every day. It'll make sure you are always focused on the hottest stock, whether it's a small cap, mid cap, large cap, no matter what you trade. This will make sure that you are focused on the best and hottest stuff during the day. Then you have our simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data. So you can practice implementing what you are learning in the courses before you start risking your hard-earned cash. Use the simulator. It's there for you for the entire length of your membership to use as long as you need to. Make sure you can make money with fake money first before you start risking your hard-earned cash. Then we have our own scanner, a proprietary scanner. It's the same functionality as FinViz Elite, but you can also use it to scan for crypto. Then we have dark pool data, unusual options activity with options flow. This is stuff used to only be available to professionals, not anymore. Now it's the fingertips of my TGG fam. This is how we level the playing field and empower the retail trader. This is how you make better informed decisions. And don't worry, folks, there's tutorial videos all on our site that will teach you how to use all of these tools. Then you have our trading performance journal. Okay, our trading performance journal will track all of your trading and give you statistics and data so you can see what you are doing wrong, so we know what you need to fix and improve on. This is a game changer when you're trying to make adjustments in your trading. We have a social sentiment scanner that scours Reddit, stock tweets, and Twitter, tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. Then you have the stock profile tool. This will give you unlimited downloadable reports for analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. This way you can actually see, before you buy a stock, you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. Are there insiders buying or selling? You guys have access to all this information on your dashboard as part of your membership. You're going to get our daily watch list and game plan. So you'll know exactly what stocks that TGG Pros have their eyes on and how they intend on trading them. Then you've got all of our courses. Remember, the courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund. You get access to every course. There's no VIP or pro courses that cost more money when you guys join. Okay, there's no upsell for courses. Guys, the code word for tonight is laptops. This is just for members only. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, don't worry about this code word. It's not going to mean anything to you. We do a lot of fun giveaways with members. We give away cash, electronics, and this is part of one of those giveaways. So my members, the code word for tonight is laptops. This is the 9th code word. Okay, this is the 9th code word. The code word today is laptops. All right, so all those courses, folks, you get access to all of them. Beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, how to trade during a market crash. All of that is available in text and video format when you guys become members of the TGG family. There's no upsells for courses, okay? Then you have our video library. This is in addition to the courses. Nearly 300 hours of extra video content, educational content. These are workshops we've conducted, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO. And then, of course, you can attend all these workshops live when you become a full-time member. These are recordings of previous live sessions that we've done in the past. All right. Then anything we add, any new course, any new tool, it's automatically included when you guys become a member of True Trading Group. Just like Netflix, when Netflix comes out with a new show, a new movie, they don't charge you for it. It's part of your membership. Same thing applies to True Trading Group. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, 47% discount, 2 small private study groups, a brand new laptop, or excuse me, laptops are out, the brand new Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, the code word is laptops. But you guys will be getting a brand new Amazon Kindle Fire HD 10. There's 18 of those those Kindles left. I'm sorry, guys. I'm reading now. Anyone that asks about the laptop will be muted and removed from future giveaways. Okay. Anyone that asks about the laptop will be muted and removed from future giveaways is what I'm being told here, folks. Okay. So I would not ask about those laptops.
Oh, bro. Sorry. No, anyone that asks about the code word. I know it says it's my mistake. Anyone that asks about the code word during these live streams will be muted and removed from future giveaways, not the laptop.
All right, there you
go. So I'm getting a lot of messages on my end right now. Hang on, Mike, 1 second. You know what I'm gonna do, man? I feel bad. Just until midnight tonight, I will cover the laptop because it was my mistake. I got a couple people that are on the chat that are saying, like, I'm at work, I had the screen up, now it's not there. You know, I don't want to start things off with a bad taste in people's mouth.
Okay.
So what I will do is anybody that signs up from now until midnight, you will get a laptop. It will be in your account. If you've already signed up and you saw a Kindle, don't worry about it. I will obviously give you a laptop. Okay. But that'll just be till midnight tonight. We're not getting any more of those laptops. So that's going to be it for a little bit. But I will go ahead, and anyone that signs up before midnight tonight, Pacific Standard Time, will get a free laptop. Okay, you just got to go to the site, use coupon code TTG121, but then that's it. I'm not paying for it tomorrow. All right, so take advantage of it. It's there now for you guys. You have absolutely nothing to lose.
Yes, we do ship to the UK. We ship anywhere in the world, guys. We have members all over the world. We have members in the UK, Canada, Mexico.
One of the guys that signed up tonight is from Nigeria.
Another person in Nigeria. We have a member that's in Nigeria.
I know.
Already.
I'm not going to obviously give away his information, but hang on, where'd he go? Yeah, from Nigeria.
Wow. Yeah, we have people in Japan, the Philippines. I mean, we have people in the Netherlands, all over the place. So.
Jeff Williams just oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry, brother. Jeff just signed up. So welcome, Jeff.
Welcome, Jeff. So now there's 17 Kindles. Well, wait.
Forget it. It doesn't matter anymore.
Okay, laptop.
So, it doesn't matter anymore.
Okay, so anyone that signs up until midnight tonight, Adam's gonna. That's nice of you, Adam, because that was a little confusing there earlier on the live. So, guys, thank Adam. He's going to honor that laptop for those of you that were trying earlier and were unable to get on, and now the laptop's gone. I know we said laptop earlier, then there was some confusion there, but Adam's going to honor the laptop. So anyone that signed, unless you want the Kindle instead of the laptop, but we're going to honor the laptop. Anyone that signs up by midnight Pacific tonight, you'll get the laptop, the 47% discount, the 2 private study groups, and the double your money back guarantee. Guys, let me be clear about this. I don't know if a lot of people are really understanding what I'm saying. You're going to join True Trading Group now and pay $11.70 for the whole year. You don't pay another $1 extra for the courses and resources and tools that you guys saw on this live. If during your year membership, you do not make the $11.70 back once during your membership, I'm going to give you back double your membership, not just $11.70. I'm going to give you $2,340 back. Okay, everything I'm saying, that money back guarantee, it is on the website. It's on the checkout page. Go read it for yourself. It's right there for you all to see. That's how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful. A couple hours a week is all I ask for. All right.
Right.
So there you have it, guys. All right. Otherwise, if you're still not ready, we do have the 1-week trial, ttgthree.com.
Oh, Bachran Choi says, I'm living in Canada. If the laptop ships to my address, there's not a charge for import custom fee. There should not be. But if there, I know it's happened to other members in the past with Canada. I'm not sure how that works. But any of our, Shomate is Nigerian American and a member. If we do ship you the laptop and they charge you, I think it's like 30 or like $30 or $50 US, I will go ahead, or not I, but the company will go ahead. We will PayPal or Venmo you the difference. So
Well,
if they charge you to import the laptop, we'll cover that so you don't have to pay for it.
KM's a Canadian member. They said that there was no charge.
Yeah, I don't know why it happens to some and not others.
Probably
just some Canadian members, it's happened where they've charged like 30 or $50 US. But if that happens, we will cover it for you. We will set, you'll pay for it. We'll send you a PayPal or Venmo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, look, Canada man. No, I got mine with no hassle. Lloyd Goldstein, I got mine in Mexico without a customs charge. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I know that it's happened to a small amount of members. But I know that it's not happened to a lot of members. But
it probably just depends on the customs officer that takes the package, because they probably will scan through, and some packages they might look into or open, others they let through. I mean, it just might depend on the customs officer.
But we will cover it for you so that when we say free, it's free. We're not gonna. It's not free, but you only pay $30. Like we'll make sure it's taken care of properly.
Right. So there you have it, folks. All right. So again, ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. That'll get you that discount, the free laptop, and the double your money back guarantee. Otherwise, you have the trial, ttgthree.com. It's only $3, one-time payment. That's it, folks. Again, ttgthree.com for the trial. Thanks for joining us tonight, folks. You guys are the best. I love you all. I hope this was helpful. Hope you learned something about stop losses. Hope you guys learned something about the overall markets as well. We had a really good Q&A session. You guys asked some really good questions. So until next time, make sure you guys like and share this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. You don't ever want to miss out on these lives. Get your butts in chat. We got a lot of stuff going on here this week. You got Fed minutes coming out on Wednesday. That could be a major catalyst. You've got Russia and Ukraine, constantly evolving situation. That can move markets as well. Keep your ears open. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.